All right guys, check it out. I've been working on a video for you guys. I told you guys I would make one to explain why the half guard is necessary and exactly what it does. So we're gonna do a haircut on my man Levi right here. You guys have seen him before. I'm gonna show you guys why the half guard works, halfway open, and exactly why that is. All right guys, so we have some length in the back. I'm gonna do a little mullet, just kind of a taper right here. We're gonna kind of get quickly through this part and get on to where we're using the half guard. But real quick, I'm gonna start off with a number 3 and just blend up into what he has. Go ahead and connect into the length, and then we can come in and start our taper down here in this area. All right guys, so we're gonna do like a high taper. I'm gonna start up here at the corner of the C-cup. I'm gonna work back towards the top of the ear. So I kind of start in the front, start my guideline here. We'll work our way up. Once we get the guideline established, go ahead and bald all this out, come in with the shaver, get it down the skin, and then we'll start our open section. All right guys, so we got it balded out. We're gonna do our open section. I'm gonna go up about a ½ inch, following the same shape that we started with the bald guideline. I'm gonna move through this pretty quick, guys, because the point of the video is the half guard. So you guys see we have a nice open section. Now we'll go ahead, switch to the boosted, and take these lines out. We'll start at the bottom. And guys, I set my line in with the taper blade. Kind of the point of this video, again, is the half guard is gonna go right here in between our next section and our open section. And the taper blade on my Babyliss is a little bit longer, and so it's just gonna help that transition. But I can get the bald line out with this boosted, so I use both in that system to kind of give me the best of both. I'm gonna get a longer open section, and then I'm gonna use the boosted, as you guys can see, to get the bald line out and connect everything in this section together. All right guys, so next up, one guard all the way open. Same exact shape, same size. We're gonna go up another ½ inch. We're gonna set that next guideline in. And if I can make the guideline light without being able to see it real bad, then I will do that. We do have some room to work here. We know this is a 3 up here, so we have plenty of room to take the line out. But you guys see one open guideline, and now we can start to take this out. So the point of this video, guys, is we're gonna come in with the one guard closed, and we're gonna tackle this bottom line. And unfortunately for me, teaching this video, Levi's hair is a little unique, a little bit different density in this area, and it actually is looking more blended than I was expecting it to. And you know, that's okay. You guys aren't gonna be able to super clearly see what I'm talking about. Basically, guys, without getting into details, you know, the guards have different millimeters on them, and the blade itself, like I just said, the taper blade is a little different than the fusion blade. And so when you combine all of that together, most of the time, different than what you guys can see here. This actually is probably passable at this point, but most of the time I can come through here all day with my one guard closed, and there's still gonna be a line in between these two sections. That's because with this closed, I can't get any shorter than this one guard closed. And when I open this, I can't get any longer than this half guard. And so what we do is put this half guard on halfway open, and it is gonna be exactly the sweet spot in between those two guards. So I don't see a lot here, but I'm gonna go over it just to make sure that it's clean. And this is the only way to get those spots out. Now you guys could go back to your open clipper, and you're gonna have to use a little finesse because there is a gap there, and you know, I would not recommend that. I recommend using the half guard, but you guys can use your open clipper. But the point is that this half guard is made to basically bridge the gap between the open section and the closed one. Because no matter what guard we put on this clipper, we can go from closed to open. Anything within this we can hit. Once we put a 1 on it, we can go from closed to open, anywhere within that section. But between those two sections, we need the half guard to take that out. Now we're gonna continue on, guys. I'm gonna show you the same exact thing with the 1.5 guard. If you guys are new to the channel, something I preach is that you don't want to use the half guard or the 1.5 for its own section. It is not intended for that. It's intended to be used between the sections like we're talking about. And you guys are going to see the same thing with the 1.5. You guys see that's the top of our open 1 guideline right here, this dark spot. No matter what I do with this number 2, I'm not going to get that out. So if you guys are OGs in the game, you use the Andis Master with the purple guards way back in the day. We didn't have a half or a 1.5. And so exactly this problem would come up, and you guys basically had to just go to the guard below it and use some finesse to get that line out. And now that I got it cut to a 2, guys, this was a 3 before we connected in. Now that we're cut to a 2, you guys can see there's a little spot back here, but I'm gonna tackle that with some thinning shears and clean it up. But you guys can see definite line here right in the middle. And again, back to our guards, guys, a 2 guard closed. I can't go any shorter. So I can go over this all day, and these dark spots aren't gonna come out. And if I go to an open 1, I can't go any longer than an open 1 with a 1 guard on. And it's a little risky to go from an open 1 to that closed 2 because there is such a gap. So that's where the 1.5 comes in, guys. So exactly like the half guard, the 1.5 is gonna come through here and soften up these spots. So you guys can see already just for a second, already got that cleaned up. And again, that is exactly what this guard's used for. Now I can't really explain to you exactly what the lengths are, and you know, that's a little bit complicated because it's intended to only be used in between that section. If you guys do use it as its own section, you're basically stretching out a length bigger than you need to, and you'll cause the gradient of the fade to not be as consistent as you want. You see we were in there with the 1.5. We pretty much got it together together. Doesn't mean it's gonna flawlessly just make your blend, you know, perfectly clean. But you guys can see now, we work our way back through, polish everything up. But those guards are intended specifically for in between those sections. Otherwise, you have to just finesse and, you know, hope that you can get the line out without causing any damage. Where you guys can see, coming in with those guards is gonna take those little spots out. And it's a lot safer, especially with the half guard, guys. I feel like that thing doesn't even wanna cut. So it is a lot safer than just using the guard below and trying to finesse. You see, now we're all the way back down to the half guard, polish out any spots that the closed one won't get, and we're done with this side. All right, guys, we're gonna clean this side up real quick before we move on to the other side. I'm gonna leave that other side in real speed, just with some music playing if you guys wanna watch it. Go ahead and finish cleaning this side up, line it up, blend the top in with Indestructible, and then we'll move on to the other side. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and knock out this other side. If you guys wanna watch it, don't go anywhere, but I'm gonna stop talking, so you guys stay tuned till the end for the finished product. We're gonna taper this side. We're going to texturize the top a little bit, not take a lot off. Go ahead and style it at the end. And make sure you guys leave me a comment down below and let me know if this half guard video helps you out. All right, guys, that is it for the cut with the half guard. I hope you guys learned something from this cut. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about how this turned out. If you stayed and watched the whole thing, make sure you guys subscribe. I got a bunch of stuff still sitting right over here. I'm gonna get on it soon. You guys make sure you check it out. Appreciate you guys watching this half guard video. Catch you next time.